Do you know how to identify an authentic 1942 over 1941 Mercury Dime? Did you know that it is actually a double die? Well, stay tuned to learn about that. This is Daniel, and you are watching Coin Help You YouTube channel. Thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and comment, and click the little bell beside the subscribe button. Today, we're going to talk about a Mercury Dime, the 1942 over 41. We're going to look at counterfeits, how to identify an authentic version, and the fact that it is a double die, not just an overdate. So stay tuned. First off, what I want to explain to everyone is the 1942 over 1 is actually a double die. It's called a class 3 double die, and it's when they use a working hub. The first impression was for a 1941 from the working hub that had the 1941 date. The second impression was created with a 1942 working hub. And these squeezes, which they call them, are a double squeeze method they used to use in the minting process to create the working die that strikes our coins. So you're actually looking at a double die, and it's not just the 1 and the 2 here, it's also the 4. When you look at the 4, you can see that it is also doubled. So that's very important in your diagnostics on these coins. As you can see, these coins are very expensive. Even in the low grades, you're talking several $100s. There are two versions. There's the 1942 over 1 from the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark. Then you have the 1941 D. Okay, it shows you here 010.7, the catalog number. They're both FS 101. The D tends to be not as prominent as the Philadelphia Mint, and that's important as well. And we're going to look at a few images here. Here is an example of an authentic 1942 over 41. As you can see, I'll get it closer, how the 2 is. It's actually outside the 2. You can see the top serif of the 1. You can also see it on the 4. Here's another one, and this is the D. You can see where the 4 is, the little stems down here and inside. There's not so much of a 1 on this one, but it comes down to here and over here in front of the 2. This one is not easy to identify sometimes for people, especially when it's circulated. And we'll look at that too. Here's a circulated example of the Philadelphia Mint. And you can still see the 1, it's still evident there. You can still see that the 2 is a little bit thicker, and there's a little knob here for it, and up here as well, a little separation. Here is a circulated version of the D, and as you can see, this one can really confuse some people. You want to get really close in here because there are methods that have been used in the past that they'll actually carve out and move metal to make it look like a 1 from the either inside of the 2 or on the outside of the 2. You know, also, one of the things that you want to watch out for is AliExpress. There's fakes being sold. And here's another example. You just don't want to fall into buying a fake. So that's one thing I wanted to show you on that one. And then I'll also have the image here. This one is actually a counterfeit. It looks like it's a real dime, authentic 1942. And what they did is somehow they carved some of the metal from the 2 and created the bottom part and a little bit of metal maybe inside of the 2 here and moved it around a little bit off the 2. You can tell there's nothing up here, which should be here. Part of the 1 should be around here. Also over here on the 4, there should be up here. They actually carved out the 4. And how I know that is because it should be thick, and it's not. They made it actually thinner. They made this part smaller. That's not how it looks. So we'll look at it a little bit closer here. We can. You can start seeing a little bit of the cut in here. This is a pretty good job. Here is a comparison so that you can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. You see how much thicker this is than it is here? They actually cut that off somehow, and they've actually made it look like it's, you know, not, actually made it look pretty good. Somehow covered up their tracks, and so to speak. But you can see the actual notching, it's just not up here. So you can tell it's not authentic. So you want to look at these really close, but there is a way to identify them. So there's nothing to be afraid of that you're going to buy one. that's fake if you know what to look for. Also of note, NGC has some great counterfeit detection articles, and I suggest you read those. They've got the wrong mint mark fake, ill-defined letter fake, and it describes them. This is a bad date fake, like if it's the wrong date, and then it shows you what the real one looks like. I suggest you look at that. And then also Coin Week has a decent article on this. So education is what you need. You shouldn't be afraid to buy these. Just educate yourself on what to look for. And also to understand class 3 double dies, here's an article on Wechsler's double dies. So I hope this helped you identify the 1942 over 41 and understand a little more about it. And thanks for watching my video, and please like, share, and comment, and have a great day.